Should you use a cigar humidor to store your cannabis? And the answer is probably not. Number one, it's probably not going to be around that long. But a cigar humidor is designed specifically for cigars to maintain the moisture and the humidity of a cigar. Now, they do make cannabis humidors for your medicinal cannabis. Do you really need one of those? Well, probably not. Cannabis is best stored at relative humidity of around 59 to 63%, or anything above 55% and below 65% at about 70 degrees. Well, that's a lot of crap to remember when it comes to storing something that is probably not going to be around for much longer than a month. Some of the things you do want to be aware of if you do store it in a cigar humidor, the oils from the cigar humidor, again, depending on what it's made out of, may impart a strange flavor on your weed, something you don't particularly want. If you store your cannabis in anything that might transfer chemicals to it, like a plastic bag, remember, terpenes are polyaromatic or cyclic polyaromatic hydrocarbons, like gasoline. So you don't want them touching plastic because they can essentially dissolve or absorb some of the chemicals in plastic. So you don't really want that. The best thing to do is store it in some type of glass container. If it's a clear glass container, not an issue. Try to keep it out of the light. If it's a colored glass container, even better. Because again, light can degrade it. Oxygen can degrade your cannabis as well. And we want something that's relatively sealed so the terpenes don't begin to evaporate. So if you can really smell your weed while you're storing it, you might want something a little tighter or sealed a little bit better. But again, you don't have to get too crazy about it. You just don't want too much moisture in your cannabis because we don't want mold proliferating. And I think mold proliferates at somewhere between, 77 and 86 degrees. So the average house is going to be fine. An average container will be good. Do not keep it in the fridge. Again, because of mold and moisture, we don't want that occurring, and we don't want mold growing, especially if somebody has some type of illness. So don't make storing your weed all that complex. Make it simple, but do a few things, and then it'll improve the life of your weed and the taste of your medical cannabis.